Evening, folks. Back out here today, and this time we're going to do a upgrade on the Dodge or Ram, whichever. Uh, I ordered some tow hooks from American Truck, and they're the Red Rock flavor, not the. You could have got the Rough Country flavor, same price, about 150, I think. But then you got to add in shipping or taxes, depending on if it's. I think I got shipping for free. I just had to pay taxes. But anyway, I wound up with bought the Red Rock deal, and it says it's supposed to fit 19 to 25. And the Red Rock came with the little bezel inserts that go around it, and I didn't pay attention till afterwards that on these 25 Rams, they are different. It didn't dawn on me until afterwards. I started staring at the truck. They're different. So if you have a 2025, you should probably just order the ones that's the Rough Country ones, because they don't come with the bezel, and it's like $20 for the bezel that goes around it. But this has it, so I'll dump some out here, show you. So here's the little trim rings that's supposed to go in there, and quite a bit of difference there. It's not gonna work in any way, fashion, but you know, correct for the other trucks. So that part is right, and this paperwork on here, when you get the kit, says 19 to 21, but online it says 19 to 25. So take it with a grain of salt, and I ain't never seen anybody else doing it, so we're gonna try it. Now I've got the hooks laid out to which side they go, and you know, here's the hardware that comes with it. Now it says on the other trucks this is bolted in. On this one it is not bolted in there. It's got little clippies, and get under here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So that's one of, you just try to unpinch it right there, and then on the far side over there by the sticker, if I can get the light to not brighten it out too much, right there, and then right here. So it's got 3 of them, and you just basically have to pop it off. I think maybe with a pair of pliers you might pinch it. Maybe it's pinchable and pop out that way, or it might just break and come out that way. But the frame has a threaded hole, and then there's the big 18 mil, according to the paper, that you have to bust out of there. And then on a side note to this, I do want to say that this new Ram over here, my Ford didn't have a drain plug for the front diff. There was no way to do it. It had a fill plug, but not a drain plug. So you had to go on the side of the diff, about where that doohickey is, right there. I can't tell. I think that's the actuator. Over there on the actuator side was the fill hole. And I've got one of those Harbor Freight brake bleeder jobs. I just stuck the hose in the diff and vacuumed it all out that way. That's how I serviced the front diff on that Ford. But this one, you got a fill plug and a drain plug, so I'm totally thrilled about that. That'll make doing service a lot easier on there. And I guess worst case scenario, if something did happen to it, you can take the whole front cover off right there. Unlike the Ford one, you could take the cover off, but you'd have to drop the differential to take it off, because it was so tight, all that stuff going right in front of it there. You couldn't do it. But I just wanted to point that out. You get a fill plug and a drain plug on this, and it looks like it says ZF, so it's a ZF differential. But that's what I was wanting to side note about. So I'm gonna try to pop that plastic out right quick, and then we'll see if this tow hook actually lines up with the bolt holes. So let me put a pause on this, and we'll be right back. Alright folks, so the way those tabs work is you just lay it back and it will pop off. I don't know if this is going to be a good enough angle to show you if it'll stay. So you just push on this tab. It just looks like you're going to break it, and you just pinch it like this and it pops right off. That's all you got to do to it. Nothing crazy, no pliers needed, no screwdriver. You just basically pinch it, and then, like, I went to the outside and pushed after I put it down, but then on this center one here I haven't got it yet. So let's just see. Apologize, my fingers are in the way. You just pinch it down, push it down with your finger, and it just pops right out. That's all you got to do. Just pinch it over, and now we got it opened up. That's all there was to that. So I hope that helps with that. So let's slide this tow hook in here now and see how close we are to even fit. Sorry. All right. So it lines up there, and it lines up here with the other hole. I have to slide it back and over a little bit, but I think it's going to work. It'll be in, a little more centered in the hole, but I think it's going to work. So I'll put another pause on this, and then I'll secure it up there a little better. But just for sitting in the hole there, I think it's going to work out great. So this ought to be super easy install for anybody else with a truck. So let me pause this right quick and I'll be right back. Alright folks, so there it is. It's in there. The weight, so this bushing goes up around the stud in the mount for that long bolt on the back. So you have to mount it in there like this, and then when you tighten that up, it just squishes out, and then this C-washer goes up here to make it not be so tight on the inside. But it's not exactly giving me the warm and fuzzy on how that rubber is squishing out of there and whatnot. There's a little bit of wiggle to it. I don't know if you can, it'd be really hard to see. So like I said, it doesn't give me exactly the greatest warm and fuzzy, but it's tow hooks. It should work for whatever, pulling it out, or attaching to the tractor to pull it out, or dragging, whatever. It's there to tie down, and hopefully when they make a brush guard for this, that actually works with it, fits in there. I hope. Maybe they've got something better to make that work, but there it is. I'm gonna knock out the other side, but if you have a 25 Ram 1500 and it doesn't have tow hooks, the Red Rock brand from American Trucks, and the I'm sure the Rough Country version is identical, because it was saying it fit this truck as well. You just have to buy the little bezel pieces separate, but it fits. So if you have a a new 2025 Ram and it doesn't have tow hooks, the ones from American Truck, the Red Rock brand, will fit. And like I said, the rough country would probably be the one to get, because then you don't have the extra plastic pieces left over that go around it. So there it is, that little plastic job. You just bend the tab over and pop it right off of there. Super easy, no tools for that. So basically you just need a small impact. I'm just using a 3/8 with an 18mm socket and zipped them right in and out. So anyways, hopefully that was helpful to somebody on the fence wanting to know about trying to get tow hooks for the truck. Hopefully that helps. The paper, if anybody asks for torque specifications, it does not list anything. So it's Ugga Duggas. I mean, I guess you could go and try to look up that one bolt from Ram and see what they recommend it for, but I think Ugga Duggas is probably going to be just fine. It's probably not correct, but that's how I'm doing it. So do it your own, heed your own way, or however you want to say it, you know. Learn from me, I guess. But anyway, there's that. I'm rambling on now, so thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.